Welcome on to United Adventure Company. Once again on a Saturday here with you, playing some Tales from the Loop. 4 seasons of mad science. This is part 1 of the finale of this campaign. It's a 2-parter, and we're really excited to get this one underway, get it going. Welcome back to the crew. We've got Lord Thorn playing Marcus, Nicola playing Linda, Diamond playing Parker, and Lindsay playing Liv. Thanks so much, everybody, for being back here. We're going to finish this one out between this session and next, so a couple of weeks, and we'll be getting going. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in out there. You'll see we have some stars, giveaway stars down at the bottom of the title today. We have been graciously donated some gift certificates to Kraken Dice by Diamond, and we're going to be looking for some unique ways to do that giveaway. Probably do it in the comments and in the Discord. So if you're not a member of our Discord, scroll down to the description section, click on the link, and join our Discord right now. The giveaways are only active while this session is live. So cool. Sorry if you're watching this on a replay. The giveaways have been done. You can still join the Discord and get in line for future giveaways. So we'll see how it goes. Wow, everybody's throwing the Discord bot link in there. I think I turned that one off because it's on a scrolling timer, but maybe I could turn that back on. Also, other links that you can check out down in the description are our Patreon page. Ways to help this channel grow the community and grow the games that we play is to join our Patreon and support us, just like Lord Thorn, Aaron, and Nathan. Thanks so much for your generous donations and continued support. I believe it's 3 months now for all 3 of you of consistent support. So we really, really appreciate that support. And it's helped us get new games. So after we complete this one, we've got another Tales from the Loop campaign that we can run sometime down the road. Our Friends, the Machines, and Other Mysteries. So that's a really fun one. We also got some Call of Cthulhu coming up, and returning in August, Welcome Home, our D&D 5th edition homebrew campaign. Will be returning in mid-August-ish, it looks like, as we wrap up this campaign and the other D&D campaign, Horde of the Dragon Queen, which is next Saturday. So make sure you tune in for that. And if you are the kind that forgets when we're streaming, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and give us a thumbs up. You'll get notified every time we go live, and on your phone or on your email. Is that it, guys? Let's see. I think that's everybody. I think that's everything. Thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. Let's jump right into the mystery here in Tales from the Loop. I have to make one slight adjustment now in the music. So we have to put the music. We have to set the mood. Can you guys hear the music okay?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like romantic.
Not anymore.
Is that the...
If you can not hear the music out there in Streamland, let me know and I will see what we can do about that. It has been a long winter. It was cold, wet after your last encounter at Lena's, when you found yourself staring into a portal through time. You saw a tree hut and dinosaurs running around. It was quite the experience. Linda, you wrote all about it in the local paper. Your story actually got chosen. It got picked up by the regional newspaper circuit. It got chosen to run in part of the sci-fi, the teenage sci-fi storyline that's kind of running around right now. It's real popular in 1987, these fantastical stories. It actually placed 3rd in the competition, and you received a check for $50.
Wow. I think Linda's very proud of this achievement, but is quite upset by my story being accepted as science fiction. So she's currently starting a letter writing campaign to try and get it evaluated as science fact. But otherwise, she's taken the money and she's very happy.
Nice. What did Linda do with the money?
She hasn't done anything yet. This
Saving.
is it's kind of in her sock. All those $1 bills. Oh, it wouldn't be dollar bills. What would they be? Swedish. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever the Swedish currency is. I'm not sure what that's called.
So yeah, she's gonna save up, see if she can get herself a new typewriter. But until then, she's got it for a rainy day in her sock.
Right on. And then Parker and Marcus, you both had birthdays since our last adventure. We'll start with Marcus. What did you do for your birthday party, Marcus?
It was also Christmas, so not much was done besides Christmas presents.
Oh yeah, the shared Christmas birthday curse. Parker,
Hey.
you share that fate.
I was dutiful and got you an actual birthday present with birthday paper wrapping and a birthday card.
Ooh.
Because I'm a good cousin.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You're the
what
only one that
cousins do.
actually cared.
What about Parker?
Uh,
How did Parker have his cursed birthday?
And as I remember, I was planning a big birthday party. I was trying to get everybody to come over for the birthday party. But if I'm not mistaken, I ended up getting grounded for a couple of weeks after staying out for a rather long time and missing that paper route. And so the consequences of that was that my party got canceled.
Oh, shucks. Your party got canceled. That seems about right, though. American
Yeah.
parents would take away the joy of a birthday party for being grounded.
Indeed.
Indeed. And what's Liv been up to?
Well, I also felt bad for Parker, so I mailed him a birthday card that had Pop Rocks stuffed in it.
No.
Aww.
So there was that. As far as what Liv has been doing, it's like more of the same, really. She's been spending her time at the music store, getting better at guitar, and the drums. That's right, she was playing drums, not guitar. So, but she can do both. Okay, so she was working on the guitar. She knows how to play the drums, we'll put it that way, to keep it consistent with what I have done in the past.
Yeah.
And I've also been spending more time listening to people and trying to understand them. So I'm getting better at just kind of leadership and empathy and charm, and kind of using my, charisma as a future metal band front woman.
You might need that, right?
So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's all been a lot of fun over the winter. You've spent this time. You've probably hung out a lot together as well, doing things now that Parker's not grounded anymore. And yet, spring comes. It's not much different as far as the weather. It's still rainy. It's chilly in the evenings, but the warm sun helps make things a little nicer. Do any of y'all play any sports? Because it's spring, so sports would be a thing that's coming up. Field hockey, I don't think lacrosse was a thing at the time. Okay, not into sports. That's fine.
Well, maybe no. I think Linda might have picked up something. Considering I've just upgraded my body skill, so maybe I've done that with a bit of track and field, or I don't know what. Swimming. Let's do swimming. It's a really hot day for me right now, so that sounds gorgeous. I've taken up a bit of swimming, the butterfly.
All right. So you've taken up swim lessons and are competitive swimming. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That probably would have come in handy in the last adventure, having to.
I know.
So that makes sense. Absolutely.
That's why I did it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to prepare yourself. Prepare for the worst, right?
Obviously.
Learn.
On your way home each day from school, there are crow's feet that grows in the ditches. It's sprouting up. The ground is all covered with flowers, these little tiny white flowers everywhere. Spring is in full. The birds are chirping, building their nests in treetops, and deer and fox play along with their new litters and bouncing around. Lots of wildlife in the area. Your parents are preparing for their outdoor parties and dreaming of holiday. You hear them talk about, I can't wait to get away on vacation and take a trip, and but oftentimes you're caught in downpours of cold, driving rains, storms, and crackling thunder. On the farm, Marcus and Liv, you even help out sometimes. You all are collecting branches for the annual bonfires that are traditionally lit at the end of April to celebrate Walpurgis Night, a festival traditionally associated with the protection from witches. Families from all over come together to watch the string of bonfires get lit across the ridges to protect the realm from witches. The air smells full of life and hope because summer's coming. It's the spring of 1987. One day, you're all kind of walking around school. It's recess. What are you doing?
Hey, Marcus.
What?
So, and just entertain the thought for just a second. What if witches were real? And we really did need the bonfires. And the bonfires are the reason why we never see witches.
Well, if the stories are true, then a normal flamethrower would work.
Well, is that why you have a flamethrower in the barn?
That for the brush around the outside of the bar?
I don't believe you. I think you believe in witches, and I think that's why you have a flamethrower.
I'm not going to confirm nor deny.
And I yell over, "Hey, Linda, Parker!"
I run over.
Yeah, me too.
So,
What's
I
up?
was just talking to Marcus. I think witches are real.
Yeah, of course they're real.
So, we actually need to do more than just the bonfires this year. And Marcus has a flamethrower, and he says he thinks a flamethrower would work at repelling witches as well as bonfires. So, I think that maybe the four of us should make sure that we're carrying around the flamethrower everywhere we go. Just in case there are witches.
Well, Marcus is very clever. I think we light the bonfires with the flamethrower, and then it's double witch protection.
Wait, did Marcus build a flamethrower into the arm of his mech suit that he was building? That would be so rad.
Did you, Marcus?
Cannot confirm or deny.
Okay, we're protected then. We all stay around Marcus, and then when the witches come,
Can I recommend we don't stand too close to Marcus? Just saying, sometimes some of his inventions don't quite go right, and there's been a malfunction every now and then.
but
Getting better at that.
Yeah.
And
You
malfunctions?
You have to fail sometimes to learn what went wrong, and then you fix it.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
that's how it works.
my spotlight drone is still working just fine.
I know, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. Turn this thing off.
I like it. It means we can't lose you, Parker.
I can't tell you how annoying it is having this light over my head all of the time.
But have you ever got lost?
Well,
I
no,
think so.
but
there you go.
Nice.
I lean over to Linda saying, he realizes that he just needs to find out the secret like phrase and it will turn off, right?
What's the phrase?
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him. I like it.
Right on. About that time, the bell rings to end recess. Go ahead, Liv. You're
I
back.
hate it when the teacher calls you away while you're in the middle of a conversation. Jeez.
Which teacher was it, Liv?
It was Mr. Anderson again.
I hate Mr. Anderson.
I do. He cheats on his wife and he like goes around and does all kinds of weird stuff. You weren't even there when the adults were doing all the gross crap in the field. He was over there doing gross crap with his girlfriend instead of his wife.
And what did he want with you then, Liv? What did he want with you?
He was saying that I was bad influence on everybody and that I should stop, like, playing metal in between classes because people were getting bad ideas.
Maybe we should set him on fire.
Do you think he's a witch?
Yeah, because you can have witches that are boys. I was reading about that. They're not all women.
Yeah.
We don't have Ragnar here anymore, so that would be a bit difficult to do.
Haven't you got your arm on fire?
But we have the flamethrower.
Yeah, that's for self-defense, not arson or murder.
Self-defense against witches, and if a witch just happens to die because of self-defense, then,
And we're protected.
Nice. As you all are walking back to class from the end of recess, you pass by the teacher's lounge. You know that there's a television in the teacher's lounge, and you hear the breaking news alert. And you come across the thing. This is a special report. Police have discovered a body in the woods and are currently investigating the whereabouts of and information regarding this. And, it's the whole news report.
The body in the woods.
And I should care why?
Marcus, be quiet. We're trying to listen to the news report.
And it seems that it might be an escaped prisoner from the nearby jail. They say it's in Hillshog Creek. It leads east. It's leads east into Marlon from where you guys are. And
I've got a
I don't know
notebook,
where
guy.
the creek is.
Look, this is a sure sign that the witches are gathering their strength before the bonfires.
It's pretty
Think the
much the
witches are
talk of the
prisoners?
school the rest of the day. Everybody
No.
begins gossiping.
I think that the witches release the prisoner and then kill him. Because who's gonna miss a prisoner? It's easier to kill prisoners because nobody cares.
It is easier. But now the prisoner's out. And they're going to kill us. They're coming here for us. I don't know why, but that's what we need to find out. We need to put them back behind bars where they belong, and then I can write about it.
That would be your next big story.
Maybe it was Lena.
Lena, I understand now. She's a witch. It makes sense now.
We left her in the past.
She's in the Cretaceous.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Unless Isaac found a way to let her out.
She could have left a note from the Cretaceous and then told someone else to break this fella out of jail.
I think we need more information. What is it they say about investigative journalism? You have to dive deep and get into the details.
I've just recently learned how to dive, and I can attest to the truth of that. I think we need to leave immediately. They're not going to miss us. It's only maths. Go to the woods.
Yeah, let's go. I'm all for ditching class.
If anyone wants to know where we are, they might just be worried that we got caught by the prisoners, so they won't be mad at us.
It's true.
Worried.
It's a great alibi. It's a great alibi.
Pretty good. What do you say?
Yeah, obviously, I'm always for ditching school.
Let's go.
Nice.
Marcus Parker?
You want me to skip class?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never skipped a class before.
That's a lie.
No, not really. I mean, okay, I guess. I just don't know about this plan. I'm nervous.
You can learn all the stuff afterwards. Find someone in your class, you can get the notes, you'll be alright.
Yeah, and you just forge your mom's signature on the note
That's
that
it.
says that you were out sick, and then, between the forged note and you can get the notes from somebody else in class. You're really smart, Parker. You'll be fine. You can catch up, no problem.
Oh, okay, but...
And if you've never done it before, they won't even suspect you.
Oh, okay, but first, I have to go to the bathroom. Can we make a stop by the bathroom before we go?
Yeah, but you have to be really quick.
Oh, okay. I can only go so fast. It's a thing.
You have to push.
I'll do my best. I'll try. How's that?
Push.
Okay.
Marcus, you're coming, yeah? Come on.
Not like I learned anything new at school anyways, so...
That's the spirit. Now, Parker, hurry up. We're all just gonna wait outside.
Trying to look nonchalant, leaning against the wall.
Cool.
And I'm gonna head into the bathroom and just have the worst case of performance anxiety ever.
Standing there, tapping.
Hurry up!
Come on.
We'll start knocking on the cubicle.
Hurry up! I gotta go.
You okay, Parker?
The tardy bell rings for recess. So, how are y'all getting out of the school? Your secret pathway, or just right out the front door? Liv is so good at hiding; she's just completely blurred into the background.
Yeah. That's her trying to exit the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine we probably have a way through one of the chain link fences around the school, by the fields,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
We can just go straight through there and into a little bit of a copse or a bit of woodland that we probably know quite well.
Oh yeah. You're very, very familiar with it.
Yeah.
Just turn your camera off and back on. In Zoom.
I quite enjoy the the performance of it.
Perfect.
I just always click my camera off.
That's
and
better.
on when it does that.
That's better.
There
That's it.
That's the ticket. All right. Welcome back, Liv. All right. Into the woods you go. On foot. It's been raining a lot. It's quite muddy and mucky. And eventually you find your way to the creek that you know well. You've played in this creek. There's actually a rope swing nearby that y'all have swung off of and trying to jump the creek on your bikes. All kinds of stuff out here. You're following the creek around. I guess you guys are going to probably be making some investigate rolls here to see what you find, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, do we see any tracks? I'm looking for handcuffs and on the ground and all sorts.
Yeah, let's see.
No successes.
No success.
Oh. No, I'm sorry. Investigate 3 and 5.
3 successes for Parker. All right. And 2 for Marcus.
Oh. Hang on. Wow, I had 8 dice and no successes. There you go.
Wow.
It begins.
I was-
It begins.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you think there might be witches over there?
probably. Yeah, let's have a look.
What about over there?
Yeah.
So
Okay,
we're
you-
like,
you try that one. I'll try the other one. Maybe up this tree.
Linda and Liv, you kind of split off from Parker and Marcus.
Yeah.
After a few minutes, the two of you kind of circle around the rest of the area, kind of walking this muddy, mucky path. And the two of you see some teenagers not far in the distance. And you see Marcus and Parker approaching them.
What are they doing?
Marcus and Parker, it looks like this group of teenagers is kind of looking kind of over a little ravine edge almost, and they're staring and talking at each other, pointing.
I'm going to try to sneak up behind them and then pat one on the back really hard and go, "What are you guys looking at?"
Okay, cool. And they jump, almost falling down the little edge. Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm just standing back, just going, "Oh, that was dumb."
And the other two turn around and go, "Man, it's that Parker kid, man. You're such a weirdo, man. Get out of here. You don't need to see this. It'll give you nightmares, man." You need
Well, what's
go
it going to
home.
give you? Daymares?
No, I'm a teenager, man. Stuff like this doesn't upset me. It doesn't scare me. What are you, like 12?
What makes you think it's going to scare me, huh? I see this stuff all the time.
Because you're like 12. You're not even a teenager yet. I'm 16.
Yeah, but I came from the United States of America. We got guns back there. We see stuff like this all the time.
Make a charm roll for me. Liv and Linda, y'all see this and hear this conversation starting to happen. What do you do?
oh, I'm gonna head over there quick.
No luck?
No luck.
Yeah, I'll be last over, but I'm still coming.
Yeah, the other two kind of form this little triangle around Parker. You're kind of surrounded by all the teenagers now, and they're all like looking at you. But as they do that, you look down the ravine and you see a body kind of slumped into the mud over there.
Is it the punkers, or is it a different set of
It's
teenagers?
just a different set of teenagers.
Not the ones I threatened.
No,
With
just
the
some
gun.
random
Okay, good.
teenagers.
What are you looking at, Parker? What is it?
There's a body down there. See, just over there by the thing and
A
over
dead body?
Oh, that's totally metal.
Oh man,
Dead?
more kids. Let's get out of here, y'all. And the teenagers are like,
Not even a kid. I'm 14, y'all.
I'm 14.
whatever, we're out of here.
Stuck up.
So they killed this man? Or what is it? A man, a woman? Are they dead? Are they alive?
All right.
Only one way to find out.
The teenagers are witches. That would explain a lot, wouldn't it?
Or maybe the dead person's a witch and they were protecting us, but they didn't want to say anything because they're too cool because they're 16.
Which one's named Sabrina? The
You do notice that
teenage witch?
there's no sign of the police around, even though you heard about this on the news. There's no sign of the police around. And you go down kind of investigating. There's some footprints around here, but obviously the teenagers were here. There are some adult-sized footprints as well. As you get closer to the body, you recognize the person laying in the mud. You've actually never met them in person, but you've seen a lot of pictures of them. And as you kind of wipe the mud and muck off of the face of this individual, it's a woman with a hole right through the center of her forehead. And this appears to be Lena Thelen. the mad scientist that has just been the bane of your existence for this past
I knew
year.
she was a witch. I knew she was a witch.
How is she here?
She's not
She
meant to
used
be here.
magic. She used magic to get here from the past, and then somebody killed her.
She probably used technology.
Either way, she's here and she's dead.
Is that a magic hole? Is that where the magic comes out?
Parker, I would have thought you would know. You're from the United States. People get shot all the
Yeah.
time in the United States. I bet your neighbors all got shot at least once.
Have you been shot, Parker? Did it look like that?
Not this week, no. It's been a quiet week so far. Up until this, I mean, come on. Look, she's got a 38 caliber hole in her head. I mean, it happens all the time.
It's probably a little bit bigger than that.
44?
It's probably about the size, of a marks a lot marker, one of the big, thick marks a lot markers. She's
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
a white lab coat. Well, it was white. Now it's all covered in mud and muck. There's a yin yang pin on the cuff, and in one of the pockets is her wallet and an ID card pinned on the front of her lab coat.
Evidence. I'm taking it.
Yeah, we need all of that.
Yeah,
If you're going to do a good investigation to get the story, you need to have all of this.
They're gonna have to believe my science fiction story. Now I've got the evidence.
Wait a minute. I thought the report said that it was a man that died, not Linda.
It was a man that escaped.
Yeah. And as you take the ID and the wallet, and you look at it, it says Microlex is the name of the company on the ID. And the name on the ID, although the picture matches Lena's face, the name is Bona Reactor. It's a different name. It's not the same name, but you recognize this is Lena. You saw pictures of her in her house. You saw pictures of her in her wannabe boyfriend's house. Like, this is Lena. There's no doubt in your mind, but the name is different.
The name on the
Mona
badge.
Selin.
Mona
Selin.
Selin. Yep. And you notice that the hole in her head goes in the front and out the back. It's clean through and through. I'll give you guys that with the combined 5 investigates. I'm not going to make you roll again.
And does it look like she's been dragged in there or walked in there or just appeared there? Like, what's that? What's the context?
As you kind of look around, there are some tracks here. If you want to follow them, you can follow them.
Yeah.
And then this will need another investigate roll for y'all.
Okay, I would like to
About as much as I
redeem
can
myself. Okay, this is
give. 1.
wow.
Maybe you need a dice tray.
Maybe I
this
do.
From RB Woodwork, from the Weekend Woodshop over at Richard Brooks Woodworking. Get yourself one of these fantastic dice trays, and maybe your rolls can get better. I just rolled a 19 on a d20. Look at that. So yeah, check them out at the Weekend
Try
Woodshop.
D6.
A couple d6s, yeah, sure. There's a 4 and a 3. There's a 6.
There you go. That's better than me already.
There's another 6. These are hot dice
Alright,
trays. They help
okay.
your dice roll really well. Go check them out at Weekend Woodshop over at RB Woodworking. I think it's Richard Brooks. I'll put the link in the chat here.
And it smells nice because it's actually fresh cut wood.
Yes, handcrafted,
lumber.
fresh cut mahogany, I believe. So
Smells
there's
really
our selfless plug for our friend and partner, RB. Hopefully that link will pop up in there soon. Yeah, get yourself one of those dice trays, folks. And more RPG stuff to come. All right. So we got 1 on the investigate out of everybody.
Yep.
Fear
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, all right. You find some tracks that lead over to kind of a underbrush area. It looks like the underbrush has been knocked down. And a slight path that heads away. Eventually you lose the path, but something drug or carried this body in here and dumped it in this mucky bog of an overflow from the creek.
The prisoner?
Just a thought. Do we think maybe Lena had an identical twin? And that Lena is actually still in the Cretaceous and this is her sister?
Maybe.
Or
Babe, we only knew about Lena, so we didn't know
Stellar.
anything about a sister.
But do we know Lena's surname?
No, you don't.
No.
Any of us? We don't. So maybe. And sometimes even, it doesn't have to be a twin. Sometimes sisters just look similar. Or maybe they were dressing up as Lena for some reason.
Well, if Lena was back in the Cretaceous, then she's had 65 million years of reproducing. That technically would mean, I think, that we are all partly Lena, because that would be, she goes back so far, then and they told two friends, and they told two friends, and very quickly. So I think we're all Lenas.
There were no other people there, though.
Well, that makes
What
it
do you-
harder, doesn't it?
Yeah, that is... Yeah, it's hard. Unless, a dinosaur or something. We're all dinosaurs.
Maybe she was a frog, and she could have babies herself without. I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think it works like that.
Okay.
I don't
And
think...
that's-
maybe.
Everybody knows that's a time travel paradox. Haven't you watched Back to the Future?
Time travel. Well, yeah, but I mean, where did she get a DeLorean?
So only if they meet each other, but they haven't met each other, right? Or maybe that's how she's dead. Because she met the other Lena.
I would think the reason why she's dead is the hole that's in her forehead.
I'm sure that contributed.
I'm pretty sure that's the root cause. You can't
So
really
you-
function without your brain.
Who did it, Marcus?
I don't know.
You're so smart, you should be able to figure it out.
Marcus, you
There's
can
not
make
enough
another
evidence.
kind of investigate if you want to really take a good look at this hole in her head. You do hear voices in the distance. Probably more people coming to just one.
Who?
Got nothing.
It's a very clean hole. Almost like a drill bit or a laser would have cut it.
Oh.
It's a perfect hole.
Parker, this doesn't look like a bullet, does it? Bullets are all like messy and scrabbly. All the way through? Like a spike.
You mean like there's no bigger hole on the back side than there is on the front side?
You know when you see it in the films and it's like shoots out? It's not like that.
Huh.
And there's
Yeah,
no
this
other-
doesn't look like a gunshot.
There's no other signs of violence on her. Her clothes aren't ripped. There's no bruises or anything. She does
Their
not
blood?
smell.
Their blood?
No.
It's not even blood.
Whoa, so okay. Well, we know Parker is the expert on gunshots because he came from the US. So
Yeah.
we know that part's true. Now, as far as not having any blood, maybe the witches stole the blood for their Sabbath.
Well, how? Not
there's
with
a big hole in
witches
her
don't
head.
have lasers, but they don't have lasers, witches. They're
Well-
quite old school.
Magic lasers?
I mean, it's modern day. Why wouldn't they use modern day tools?
Yeah.
Especially if they're teaching at school and then trying to write me up for playing music in the halls.
Be like biology witch.
Or maybe like a technology witch.
Okay.
I'm gonna look around and see if I can find any lasers laying around.
All right.
Good idea.
As you're kind of looking around, wandering around, Parker, suddenly a hand goes over your mouth and you get jerked behind a tree.
Did any of us notice this? I suppose not.
After a few minutes of Parker not being there, you guys can look around and you notice he's nowhere in sight.
Where is he? Did he find a laser? Is that why?
Witch grab him?
Probably found a squirrel
Where?
with his
Yeah.
capability of paying attention.
Parker!
Parker!
A voice,
Parker!
raspy whisper in your ear, Parker. Leave it alone, or we'll hurt you all. And then you are shoved from behind the tree right into a pile of mud, splatting face first, and you hear squishy footsteps running away from you. And then all of you see Parker come flying out from
There
behind
he
the
is.
tree and land in a mud pile.
Parker! And I run over and start trying to pull him up out of the mud.
Parker, I said to be quick in the toilet, but you could have taken an extra minute. You didn't need to do it here. You could have. Like, I promise. We would have understood. You could have just said.
And as I get up, I take my glasses off and I run my hand down my face and I take this big glob of mud off of my face and I just throw it at Linda.
Of course you do.
You okay? You okay, Parker? You happy now? Did you find the lasers?
Well, yes. The man said we have to leave it alone and leave. So we should
What?
probably leave it alone and leave.
What man?
The one who threw me in the mud. You didn't see
there was a
that?
man?
Come on, I was right here. Where were you guys?
I mean, I was looking at the hole in this woman's head. So somebody grabbed... Was it a witch? It's a witch.
Well, it was a man, and he threw me down in the mud, and I think he went, and I picked the direction I approximately guesstimate as to where the squishy sounds went, and I think he went that way, but I was in the mud.
Well, we have
And
to
then
go
you-
that way. We have to get him.
Well, he said leave it alone. I think...
Well, that's exactly when you don't leave it alone, Parker. That means that you're onto him.
Oh,
You have to trust Linda's instincts. She's an investigative journalist.
you're right, she is.
Let's follow.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So who's got the weapons?
And I'm
I
like,
reach into my pocket and pull out my Swiss Army knife, and I, unclip the saw blade. And I've got mine.
Lethal. That's good.
and I like look in my jacket, and I'm like going in all of my pockets and pulling out like quarters, and I've got a like the insert to an album in there because this was before CDs, and like just like junk and empty candy wrappers and all of this, and I'm like,
Maybe a rock?
There's sticks and rocks around. Yeah, you could probably
Yeah.
find some sticks and rocks.
I'm gonna pick up a branch if I can.
Marcus,
But
where are your weapons?
right now, all I got is my crowbar.
I guess that's something.
That's good.
Alright.
I mean, it's not like we took the magnetrine over here. That way, I would have everything.
Should have brought the gun.
You didn't bring your gun?
No.
But we don't have bullets for that gun.
That doesn't
Well,
matter
they don't
though.
know that.
Yeah.
True.
Self-defense.
On top of that, you cannot bring a gun to school.
Why not?
No.
We do it all the time back home.
They don't check. And it's
funny,
an
not
emergency
funny.
gun. It's not an everyday gun. Okay, let's go. Look, the trail's going cold.
As you get back
Yeah,
to
gonna
you're
run on.
the
sorry.
tree, where Parker was thrown from behind, you see there's a cigarette butt on the ground, still smoldering in the mud, and footprints
pick it up.
leading away. Take it you're gonna follow the footprints.
Yeah, I want to pick up that cigarette as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much out from the mud, in the wet. It's
Good thinking, Linda. Best not to litter.
It's good, but also I've read Sherlock, and in Sherlock they can go back to the manufacturers of the cigarette, and then they find a list of people who had bought those cigarettes, and then we can track down the killer.
That would help if not 90% of the population here smokes.
Marcus, you're always so negative.
No,
Linda, do
I'm
you think-
giving you the facts.
I want solutions, not problems, Marcus. This is evidence.
It
Linda,
is
do you think-
evidence.
Okay.
Do you think we could just follow the footprints?
Yeah.
Let's give that a try first.
Yeah, no, that's good, but it's also good to pick up the other evidence.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I know. You don't have to tell me.
I know.
I just had a birthday.
Happy birthday, Parker.
Thank you, and Liv, thank you for the pop rocks. They were the best. I opened the envelope up, and they spilled out all over my bed. It was the best gift ever.
Wow, so like a candy sparkle thing. I don't know. Confetti. That's the word I was looking for. Candy confetti.
Well, or glitter. Like glitter inside with a card. And do you guys
But like
have?
sticky.
Do you have glitter here?
Did you
Yeah.
were you able to eat any of it?
Oh, all of it. I didn't miss a drop.
Good. Even the ones that fell on the floor?
Guys.
Yeah, they weren't on the floor for long. Made sure.
I can
of
just,
that.
I
The
can
guy's
just
getting away.
picture Parker just licking all the pop
Yes.
rocks off of his sheets.
Yeah.
like a hungry hippo style, though.
I'm thinking about like sticky sheets, but I don't think that's gross.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. We're not going to go there.
Sorry.
Parker's sticky sheets. That's definitely from Pop Rocks.
Anyway. Okay, he's getting away. He's
Yeah.
getting away.
Okay, yeah,
Stop,
you're right.
stop talking about sticky pop rock. Come on, we can catch this man. We can catch him.
All right.
I'm gonna start
y'all
running forward.
Run forward through the mud and the muck. Following the trail, sometimes you think you see somebody just ahead of you, but then they lose them in the trees and the shadows, and it opens up. The trail opens up into a giant field, and you recognize where you are. You're on Lena's farm. You have chased this person. There's it's wide open field. You don't see them anywhere, but you recognize this place. It's Lena's farm. The main building, the barns where the portal was, the scrapyard where the giant colossus T-Rex was roaming around eating things. It's not there anymore.
Okay. So we're back to her house, but she's Mona Seller, but she lives here. Or the murderer lives here?
Or maybe Monticello was an alias, but it seems more likely she would be a sister because sisters usually live in the same house.
Yeah. Or if it was an alias, she would live in the same house as
Or we
herself.
can just look around and see what we can find because we really never got to explore this place last time we were here because of a giant lizard trying to eat us.
That's true. That's true, Marcus. So, yeah, let's go inside and look around.
Right. Coming from inside the house, as you get closer, you notice the front door is wide open, and blaring from the hi-fi sound system that is inside the house is the obvious sound of a record needle playing on vinyl. But it's an opera. This Italian singing, you can't really make out the words, but it is definitely an opera. And as you approach, there are birds everywhere have settled all on the rooftops. Kind of reminds you of that first encounter you had with the gulls. There are mice and all sorts of other animals everywhere around the courtyard. From squirrels, mice, raccoons, everything. There's all kinds of animals around. And do y'all go on in?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up to the door.
All right. Sneak up to the door. Go ahead and
Why are
make
these
a
animals here?
sneak or a move.
Sneak or move.
If you want to sneak up to the door.
2. Nope.
Marcus, nothing.
Nope.
All right, Marcus and
I won my sneak.
you got your
This is
sneak.
like the
Linda and Parker are creeping up to the front door, and you hear just underneath maybe one of the chairs that's on the front porch. You hear a little squeak, and you look over, and there's a cat. Has a little, collar on. It looks really skinny and sad.
Oh.
Oh, bend down. Here, kitty, kitty, come here.
It's very kind of standoffish. Looks nervous at you.
Can you feed it?
There might be food in the house.
All right. You
Might
don't
have
see
something in the
anything
bucket.
inside. As you kind of peek in the door, Parker and Linda are snuck up. Liv and Marcus, you came up behind. You see Linda trying to coax the cat out, maybe from under the chair. Liv is helping.
That's what you say to cats, isn't it?
Yeah. Come here.
Yep.
Come on.
It takes a
That's universal.
yeah.
They do that in Sweden.
That's the cat language. It takes a step forward and then stops, and as another footstep hits the porch. It's very skittish and.
Wait, are they not feeding you, cat? Are they not feeding you? Does it have a little a wee name badge on it?
It does actually.
What's it say?
Yeah, you can read it. It says Asimov.
Asimov.
That's the cat's name.
Wow. Okay. Asimov. Asimov. Come on. Come here. Come here. You can come in. You can go in my bike. Yeah, we'll feed you. You can be ours. What a great name.
It is a pretty good name, right?
Parker, will Beholder eat Asimov?
No, Beholder eats dog food, not cats.
Okay. I just had to check. Some dogs eat cats.
Oh, no. Beholder's just a dog that eats dog food.
The cat will kind of follow you in as you go in, keeping its distance from you, but it's pretty sure you're going to feed it. And as you head in, it follows you in, eventually getting underfoot as cats do, being a pest and nosing you and trying to trip you. It's empty, the house, other than this blaring opera that's going on in the background. As you kind of walk through, you end up in the kitchen. Here, let me I will throw the map of the house in.
Asimov's owner obviously isn't here.
Yeah.
Or they would have been fed.
I agree.
Yeah, you kind of come in the front door there at the bottom of the map. Or, I'm sorry, off the patio at the top of the map. You come in for the living room door or the kitchen door. It's your choice.
Kitchen. I'm looking for food for the cat.
Okay.
Same.
So we come in through the kitchen door, and one of the first things that you notice is there is stuff kind of scattered everywhere. There's an up-ended plate of spaghetti and meat sauce on the table. It's kind of smeared around. The garlic bread is tossed. There are pots and pans all over the floor. It looks a bit chaotic here. There's also a book laying open next to the plate. It's got some spaghetti and meat sauce on the pages.
What's the
Looks
book?
like somebody was searching for something here.
Yeah, you look at the book. It's the title of the book is The Large Scale Structure of Space-Time by Stephen Hawking.
Marcus, you like this?
2 candles on the table have burned down, so all the way to the bottom. The wax is just kind of spilled out everywhere and hardened on the table.
Can I go in a cupboard, try and find some cat food?
Yeah, you find some cat food.
Okay. Before I look around anywhere too much, I'm just gonna empty that out into a little saucer. Make sure as he's fed.
You're feeding the cat. What's Liv doing? Then we'll go around the screen here real quick.
Well, after Linda is taking care of Asimov, and I see that, the kitty's getting fed, I am actually going to leave the kitchen and head into the living room.
Okay. What about Parker?
I'm still mostly covered in mud, so I'm going to head to the bathroom and try to scrape off as much of this mud and clean myself up as much as I can.
Okay. Yeah, you see that there's a staircase that leads to the second floor here, right next to the bathroom. Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm going to go back outside to each one of the barns and looking around, especially the barn where the space-time portal was at.
Okay. Cool. Linda, you do find the cat food, feed the cat. The cat is very happy. You even put down a little water for it, on a saucer. It drinks that all up immediately. And as you're doing that, this book, you notice that there's some words scribbled on the pages, kind of in the margins and whatnot, notes. Someone was taking notes. And one of them says, am I a god?
Am I a god?
Yeah, and as you kind of look at this page, you realize that the passage that these notes are kind of scrolled around seems to kind of discuss how gods come to be, how they are made. Can they be born into people? And it's just this very theoretical talk. Most of it's over your head, but those are kind of the highlights of it. It's asking these questions. And then it's circled, and there's a line to the note that says, am I a god? ? Liv, as you go in, the furniture in here is, period correct. Right away, you notice that there is this binary script written on the wall right above the hi-fi stereo that's playing.
Need
I
Marcus to come
understand.
look at this. I don't know what this is. And I'll call out, Marcus, are you in here?
Marcus is outside.
No response.
He went outside, Liv. He went outside.
Yeah, it's this series of ones and zeros.
I'm gonna run into the living room with my book.
All right. Yeah, you see that.
Check this out.
You check this out. This book, it just says, am I a god? What am I checking out?
And I point to the binary on the wall. Do you think, is there a reference to that in the book?
I don't know. I think it's the robot fella.
Oh, I wonder if Isaac's anywhere.
That's it.
Maybe we should go look for Isaac.
Yeah, he's listening to opera. Where is he? Isaac! I'm gonna start calling out, see if I can find him. He thinks he's a god, though? I think he's read
Well-
too much.
Or maybe it's not him, but it's Lena's sister. Lena's sister thinks she's a god because she was able to bring Lena back, or maybe it was Lena and she thinks she's a god because she came back.
Do you think gods would eat spaghetti bolognese? I don't know. I think they would be a bit more luxurious. Just a thought.
Oh, spaghetti bolognese, pretty luxurious. I don't know. Parker would probably agree that that would be what gods would eat.
My mom's spaghetti bolognese is rubbish. Where is Parker?
Everything your mom does is rubbish.
I know.
Meanwhile, Parker's in the bathroom washing himself off. You see there's remnants here in the trash can of some bloody gauze and wads of like washcloths and things that are all stained with blood. Like, it looks like somebody was trying to clean up and then they just threw it all in the trash can here in the bathroom.
And everyone knows as soon as you throw something in the trash can, it instantly disappears.
Yes.
Yeah. Like my desktop.
Exactly. I'm going to continue to search the bathroom. Check out the rest of the garbage cans, see if there's anything in there. Check the medicine cabinet for any signs of rubbing alcohol, isopropanol.
There's some empty bottle of iodine there. And
Okay.
yeah, there is a bottle of rubbing alcohol, but it too is pretty empty. The cap's not even on it. So
I'll put the cap on, and is there like a tablespoon of rubbing alcohol in there?
maybe at best.
Okay. Are there any gauze bandages or any bandages left in the cupboard, or have they all been?
Everything's been used.
Everything's been used.
It looks like if it would absorb anything, it's been used and kind of shoved into that trash can in a very methodical way.
And I'll try to see if I can figure out the order of operations that happened here from the order in the trash can.
Sure. While you're doing that, make an investigate roll, and we'll go outside to Marcus, searching the barns. You get the sense, Marcus, outside that you feel like you're being watched. You kind of felt it by the cameras once before in one of the other mysteries that you all investigated. But this doesn't feel like a camera watching you. This something intently burning, like you feel like you're being watched.
Even so, I'm going to continue to look around, see what I can find.
Okay. Nothing really out of the ordinary in the barns. They look normal. Even where the time portal was, it's that little pedestal and everything is gone. And everything looks perfectly normal, like a barn should.
Could have taken a little bit more time to be able to move all this equipment. All right. I'm going to make my way back into the house, meet up with everybody else.
Okay. Parker, you notice that the most absorbent things are on the bottom, and then smaller and smaller things. So it's like they tried to get as much as they could with the big stuff, and then everything got smaller and smaller.
All right, I'll take note of that and head on upstairs.
Okay. Everybody else is in the living room as Marcus comes in. Go ahead and I guess they're going to show you this, Marcus. This string of zeros and ones scrawled on the wall.
Marcus, check this out. Also, we have this weird book that I think you'll understand. It's just weird science, but I think you'll understand all this. Take a look.
Well,
But Isaac is, he's called his cat Asimov, right? That's the sci-fi fella. Isaac Asimov.
Well, the weird ones and zeros is binary code. It would take me a little bit to figure out what it says. But let me take a look at the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I start flipping through the book.
It's all these like notes that link back to creation of gods and worlds and the belief that people put into gods, and then there's that question on that one page, am I a god? You can make a comprehend roll for the binary if you want. Three successes.
Yep.
All right. As you're reading it, it's almost in disbelief as you put it all together. The first word is long, and the second word is live, and the third word is Lena.
Long live Lena.
She's dead. That didn't work.
But what if she's not dead? There was no blood. The dead body, remember? Maybe she's not actually dead.
Has anybody seen Isaac recently?
We're
No.
looking for him. We didn't find him.
We haven't been upstairs. When I start running upstairs. Okay.
Now, this is just a theory. With all the research that she's been going into with controlling other people's minds with technology, what if she used that research to then put her mind into technology?
So what, you're saying she came back because she put her mind on Isaac or something?
It's a possibility.
But if she did that, would she be writing things like, am I a god?
I mean, the first step to godhood is immortality, and if you're a machine, you're basically immortal.
Especially if you can transfer your brain from one place to another. I feel
Yep.
like I saw this movie.
As you're kind of looking at this too, something catches your eye, Linda, as you turn to run upstairs. There's a plastic file folder, kind of one of those expandable files.
Oh yeah, concertina.
Sure, that word. And it has some paper sticking out of it. It's kind of laying on the coffee table or end table next to the couch. As you run by, you kind of hit it and it falls on the floor. And out of it falls this photograph. And it's a picture of the four of you.
A picture of the what?
All four of you.
All four of us.
Yep, riding your bikes one spring day. Not long
Oh my
ago.
god. It's us. Guys,
Whoa, what?
it's us. She's got pictures of us.
She's been spying on us.
Yeah, and as you dig through, there are pictures of your family, your houses, your classrooms. There are notes about your daily habits and routes to school.
What?
There are
We have to do
even
something about this.
She's not a pedophile, is she?
there's also even photocopies of your schoolwork, and there is one copy of the newspaper clipping of all of Linda's stories that she's written about all of these things where she, has indicated this Lena is the culprit or.
So there are a few things we need to do, and I think you'll understand because you're an investigative journalist. So the first thing is we have to take all of this and,
Yes.
I would be inclined to just burn it because I don't want anybody having all of my private information like this. But then we have to figure out who gave it to her or how she got it. Do you think it was Mr. Anderson?
Maybe. I don't like it. I think she wants us dead.
I
All of
That's
us.
obvious. She's making a plan.
But if she wanted a stead, she could have had a stead, right? She's an adult. She is like scientist lady. Like she's good at this stuff.
Unless she had some sort of convoluted plan to make it look like it was a mistake. What if she let the prisoner out so that he could find us and kill us?
But he
Maybe
killed
that's-
her instead? I know. This is hard.
Meanwhile,
Maybe she knows that we're here right now.
Parker, you're upstairs. You find another bathroom at the top of the stairs. Is the first.
I
room
check
you
out
come
the
across.
the cupboard and such, garbage can.
Yep, make me an investigate roll in that restroom, please. While y'all are having that conversation downstairs, Parker is upstairs doing this.
Got a 1.
You got one success.
Yep.
You find a tape recorder with a microphone attached to it, hidden back behind the stack of like shampoo, like way more shampoo than should be needed for anybody ever. Like it's like a lifetime supply of shampoo. Just stacked against the wall, and there's a tape recorder. And you also find a rubber ducky. With a little name tag on it.
Yeah, and I'll try to see if I can read the name of the rubber ducky.
Yeah, the rubber ducky's name is Nobel.
Nobel.
Mm-hmm.
I'll grab the rubber ducky and the tape recorder and wonder, who records bathroom sounds? And then instantly I pop to my head and go, oh, wait, that would make the best practical jokes ever. And think, that must be it.
All right. So you've got the rubber ducky and you've got the tape recorder. All right.
And just because there's lots of it, I'm going to grab a bottle of the shampoo and stuff it in my pocket.
Okay. Sure.
Nice.
It's Vidal Sassoon.
It's the best.
Remember those commercials? Oh man. All right. So downstairs, y'all have discovered this. You realize Parker isn't out of the bathroom yet. That's not surprising though. As you all know, Parker takes a long time in the bathroom.
He does.
You okay? This is like the third or fourth time he's had to go today.
I think it's just how he does it.
You might just be getting a little gun shy.
We need to get him some like Tums or something, or some anti-diarrheal. I don't know.
Sometimes people just like to spend a long time in the toilet, but I've just never noticed because I have never been waiting for him while he's been in the toilet, and now it's been like 3 times.
I mean, I do some of my best thinking while I'm sitting on the loo, so...
Parker doesn't think much.
This is
Good point.
Okay. Do you think we should knock on the door and see if he's okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go
You do
upstairs
it.
and knock at the door. Parker, are you okay?
Yeah? Why?
Do you
And
need
I-
me to bring you some like anti-diarrheal? You've been in the bathroom a lot.
And I step out of the bedroom and tap Liv on the shoulder and go, what?
Oh, you weren't. We thought you were going. I thought you were going number 2 again.
Ew, no.
The third time today you've been in a bathroom, and it's
Well-
only like noon.
Clearly you didn't see that I was covered in mud.
Well, I mean, that's not the first time that's happened.
Yes, but this is the first time I've had bathrooms to clean it off of me.
Okay. Fair, fine. What were you doing in there?
Oh, here, I found something for you. I reach into my pocket and I pull out the bottle of Vidal Sassoon and I hand it to Liv and go, here, see, I got you this. It's a thank you gift for the Pop Rocks. Thank you.
And I just kind of look at it and go, okay, and I put it like in a pocket in my jacket.
Nice.
What else did you find? Did you find anything else?
Well, it's a bathroom, right? I found. Well, let's go find the others and we'll listen to this. And I hold up the tape recorder.
Whoa! Yeah.
And start heading downstairs to find the others.
Are you okay, Parker?
Much better now.
What have you
Please,
been eating?
don't. We'll just leave it there. We'll just leave it right there. I don't want to hear any more about that one.
Well, actually, I left it in the bathroom, but
Ah, damn it.
Parker, you should have flushed.
what? What are you talking about? Why would I flush? It was mud. I was cleaning the mud off of me.
Oh,
What were you talking about?
that's okay.
Ew, gross. You thought I... Oh, you guys...
Look, there's a photo of you, Parker. They're watching you.
Not a photo of him in the bathroom, is there?
Probably. The record player comes to an abrupt stop. The music and the needle picks up, and you hear that as the needle retracts back to its original set and sets down as the record has ended, as the climax of Flight of the Valkyries has the closeout song on record. You have a tape recorder and a rubber ducky, Parker.
Indeed. So I rewind the tape. Do the batteries still work?
Yeah.
Bonus, that never happens. So I rewind the tape and I hit play.
And a woman's voice comes on the tape recorder. Sounds like it's echoey in the bathroom. My plan that I will follow without deviation. Sloppiness, or shortcuts, mind you. Not that past mistakes in any way have been my fault, but still, where was I? Oh, yes. The first step is to eliminate those damn kids. Oh. Had it not been for them, the people on the Marlin Islands, these imbecile, inbred, self-righteous sheep, would have already gotten what they deserve. The only thing that prevented me from unleashing my wrath on them was precious children. When I get my hand around their little necks, and you can hear water kind of splashing, as if she's rustling around in the bathtub. There, Nobel. You will come with me to the podium when I receive the big prize. When I face the cameras and finally get a chance to tell the truth about myself and how the people here, despite their absolute lack of brains, have managed to turn the world against me and hide the only true genius of our time. She's making kissy noises. Probably to the rubber ducky. Namely, me, sweet Nobel. But first, I must find a way to get my revenge on those kids. Get them out of the way. Maybe I can use the Wagner rings against them. After all, they're surrounded by machines and robots. Must strike at them before they suspect anything. And what then? You wonder, little Nobel? Then I will rise to the sky like Freya or Odin, controlling the robots and making them see me as I truly am. A god. And I will then punish my enemies with an army of robots. I could... Come in. The door opens and a metallic voice is heard talking to her. Yes, of course, Isaac. I want cream in the chocolate, as always. He pretends he doesn't know exactly how I want it. The door closes. There was a time, dear Nobel, when I thought I could trust that robot. but Isaac has let me down. He's just like the others, in fact. He wants me to use me, make a name for himself. One day, I'm sure of it, he will try to poison me. I'd better sneak down there and make sure he's not trying to put something in my cream. You hear the stopper pulled and the water slurping out of the bathtub, and then the recorder turns off.
Why is it that the big bad evil person always leaves their plans all over the place with weird monologues and but she has an army of robots.
And in the bathroom.
I know, it's so weird.
It's not really
Like I said earlier, I do some of my best thinking in the bathroom, so it's not unheard of.
Yeah.
Also, that's just laziness, leaving your plans laying around for people to find. I mean, you guys never find any of mine.
I
Do
mean,
you?
how dumb do you have to be to leave evidence like that laying around for investigative journalists to find?
Yeah, I was just thinking that she sounds a lot like Marcus in the first place. And I reach into my pocket and pull out the rubber ducky and goes, squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. Let me introduce you guys to Nobel.
Oh, that's a no.
That
Oh.
makes it even weirder.
That does make it really weird.
I was literally trying to find a rubber ducky for this scene. I just couldn't find one in the house. I know we have them, I just couldn't find one.
Probably in your bathroom, no? Not in your bathroom. Where is it?
I don't have one. That would be your rubber ducky.
Yeah, I have a rubber ducky.
I
somewhere.
don't have one.
I have a rubber ducky at my house too, so it's not unheard of.
Mm.
All right.
She's gone mad.
But how did she get back here?
Yeah. She's
How?
come back and she's followed us. And now she's in her toilet ranting about how she needs to get rid of us. What?
Linda, she's not in the toilet ranting about how to get rid of us. She's dead back in the woods back over there with the laser blast in her forehead.
Oh, yeah.
What if that is actually just a decoy? What if she created a version of herself to make it look like she was dead so she would be able to get even closer to us? Because if she was dead, then maybe we would think that she's not actually a threat anymore. But
She's not here, is she, in this house?
here's the thing. Y'all know how record players work, right? You start at the beginning, and then it runs through, and then it's done. It doesn't restart. That means somebody started the record playing.
In the last
And the-
hour.
Yeah, somebody was just here.
Oh.
I go over to the
And they
record
might
player and
still
look.
be here.
I go over to the record player and look to see if there's a repeat button or a replay button on the record player.
No, and you go over there, it's one of those old wooden cabinet record player, hi-fi FM stereo, 8-track kind of combo systems. There's no replay switch or auto switch. I think that's what they were called. It's auto switches. It would just keep looping the needle back onto the record. It puts a needle on the record.
See, I told you.
So someone is here somewhere, but maybe not Isaac. Is Isaac dead? No.
We
Do
should
you
go
think-
look for him.
Do you think Isaac killed her to protect us? Because he heard of the plan?
Or maybe to protect himself.
I was trying to reprogram Isaac, so I wouldn't put it past him to try to protect us. That was one of the things I was trying to put into his program.
Well, isn't it? It's Asimov who has the 3 laws of robotics, right? I read that.
So. Some nerd stuff.
Marcus, do you know? What is it? As Isaac Asimov, Isaac the robot, Asimov the cat, the 3 laws. You can't hurt anyone. That's one of the laws. He wouldn't be able to hurt her. Unless that person, I don't know.
That's for the generalized programming. Yes, robots are not supposed to be able to hurt people
Yeah.
unless it's in self-defense of their master.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to give Linda an extra luck point for putting all those pieces together.
Yay!
Isaac, Asimov, and the 3 laws. Congratulations. Get an extra luck point on that.
I love Asimov.
I can tell. But yeah, it's that was a good job putting those together.
What does it
Alright.
mean?
I mean, it's hard to tell what it all means as of right now, besides that she wants us dead, but she's dead, so...
But is she dead? Is she really dead?
No, I'm not sure. I mean, she is, right? But there was no blood. Marcus. What does that mean?
The best thing for us to do probably right now is try to find Isaac. Because she talked to Isaac in that recording,
Yeah.
and if he's still around, we could get some answers out of him.
Is there any way that we can find out when the recording was made? I think so.
She didn't say the date and time, so it's pretty much no.
No.
You all hear a loud thump outside, as if like somebody jumped down onto the roof. You see birds scatter, and you hear the fluff of wings.
Weapons. I'm gonna hold up my my branch.
Then you hear
God.
some clattering, as if something was hit in outside, like pots and like metal falling over, as if like somebody stumbled into something.
I'm gonna go outside to check.
All right.
Good luck, Marcus.
Careful.
I'm gonna kind of.
It might be our plan to kill you. You go outside and it puts you out in the open and they're going to kill you. It's fine though. I will let Grandma know that you died a hero.
There's a bigger chance of me blowing myself up for my inventions than there is for somebody to actually take me out just from walking outside of a door.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, and you see someone running away. Actually, she looks familiar. It's a woman. Looks familiar. Someone you've seen around before. Blonde hair. Older teenager. Blonde hair.
One that was hanging out in Gunner's house.
She gets a little ways away. Are you going to pursue or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hightail it after.
All right. As you start running across the courtyard to chase her down, she waves her hand at a pile of metallic debris, and it stands up in front of you together as like a shield, and you just kind of are going to run into it. Make a move roll to avoid hitting it. She just like waves her hand in this wall of metal and debris. 1 success.
What?
All right, you run headlong into it. Boom. And it just stops you like a wall, and you look around it and she's gone.
Well, electromagnet, maybe? I don't know, but ow.
Y'all hear this great clang outside.
And I was like watching through the window the whole time. Like just peeking around.
Yeah, and you see that happen. You see her look back and see she's being chased, and she waves her hand at this pile of metal, and it forms a wall right in front of Marcus, and he runs right into it.
So I want to take another look around this living room. Are there any photos anywhere?
There are. There's photos of all kinds of stuff around, but you make an investigate, actually.
Nope.
No.
Can I also?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look at all these photos because maybe.
Yeah.
What if she's Lena's daughter or
Knowledge is
niece
power.
or
None. But I'm gonna use a luck because this is absolutely ridiculous. I'm using 8 dice. I'm gonna use one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I am using all 8. That is 1 success.
All right.
What the hell?
You notice something interesting about the pictures here. They're all laid out in a pattern around the different walls. You know how people will put pictures in like weird patterns, right? Staggered or straight. You notice it looks like there are pictures missing. Photographs missing, or
There was something here. Look. It's like, I don't know, like she wanted to hide them? Or, yeah, that's it.
Wonder, because if that girl, can y'all remember her name? I can't remember her name.
No.
If she is related to Lena, then maybe she wants to hide that she was related to her so that we won't know.
Oh, but if we know the surname, right? Stellar, Mona Stellar. Stellar. Okay.
What was that girl's name? What was her name? Mashan.
yes, that's
Her
correct.
name was Mashan.
Nice. Great
Did you see
memory.
a dog
Liv.
anywhere?
No,
I
there was no
didn't.
dog with her.
I like I'm stumbling back into the house, going, "Well, that hurt."
Oh, shake it off, Marcus. What you always tell me when your robots trip me or, push me over or whatever. It'll be fine.
They were doing what they were programmed to do. I mean,
I'm not telling Grandma you said that. Whatever, just shake it off. You'll be fine.
Nice.
Okay, so I think we should finish searching the house and see.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back upstairs and look and
Yeah.
see if there are any rooms that we have not been in.
There's only the master bedroom that you haven't been in. The window's open. The curtains are fluttering out. The breeze is blowing. Obviously, this is where the person jumped out of the house
Sometime.
to run away.
So did they hear everything that we'd said?
I mean, the record was pretty loud. Flight of
But-
the Valkyries was loud.
But then it ended.
Yeah, she might
It
have heard
ended
everything.
and then. So she
We don't
knows
know.
that we know.
we don't know how thick the walls are here, so it is possible that she heard.
Yeah, we can't rule it out.
Whatever it is, they want rid of us, and they know that we're here right now.
Yeah.
We might want to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late.
But
in the
let's take
afternoon
everything.
anyway.
Take the folder, take the book, take the ducky, take the recorder. We can bring the cat.
Will all of that fit in your bag?
Yeah. Kinda. I can carry the cat.
So I don't have a bag on me. I don't have pockets, but I don't have a bag.
You can take the ducky.
And I'll take the ducky and stick it in one of the inside pockets of my jacket.
Nice. I'm gonna try and tempt little Asimov to come with me. If I can grab a couple of cat food cans.
Yeah,
Just
sure,
to keep him going.
sure. Yeah, he'll come with you at that point. There's a little bag of
Back
cash.
to the hideout, gang.
Back to the hideout. And I think it's a good
Yeah.
time to take a break right here as you all make your way back to the hideout, cautiously traveling there. And you get back and you spread all this stuff out and you're trying to decide where to go next. You've got all this information, the ID tag, the name that doesn't match the person you know it is, the recording, the rubber ducky, all this stuff. What are you going to do with it? You know? So we're going to take a quick break and then we'll be back, figure out what the next steps are, everybody. Hang in there. We'll probably give away a code right after the break too for some dice.
Oh,
So we'll figure out how to do that. I don't know. We're gonna try something though. All right, everybody. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
We'll see.
All right, we're back, everybody. Thanks for hanging with us at the break. So glad you could join us for the second half of this session. We were working on some giveaway stuff out there, so everybody give it a shot. Exclamation point giveaway. We're going to be doing some dice giveaways for some Kraken dice. If you're not familiar with Kraken dice, they make some really awesome dice, all different colors, shapes, kinds. We have some gift certificates that we're going to be giving away, so exclamation point giveaway. We're going to put your names in a hat and roll a die to find out who wins the dice gift card. Then you'll reach out to us in our Discord. We'll give you the gift certificate via email that way. And then you can order whichever dice you'd like. So go ahead. Giveaway should be open. Exclamation point giveaway for everybody whose name I see. We'll make sure that we get you in the drawing.
And just remember, everybody, you got to be a part of the Discord. So go down to the About section and click that link.
Yep. Join the Discord so you can have a chance to win. All right. Our investigative teenagers have found themselves back in their Magnetrine hideout ship. And they have all of this information. The ID card, the wallet, the missing pictures, the tape recorder, the rubber ducky, the cat, the book, the question, am I a god? What does it all mean? Where do you go from here? What's the next step? It's late in the afternoon, probably going to be dinner time soon, so you might need to make your plans for what to do and then execute the next day. Oh, you're muted.
I'm muted, sorry. I'd like to really deep dive into the deep dive, is because you've said it, Liv. I'd like to deep dive into the wallet and ID. We kind of scanned it, we kind of grabbed it, put it in my pocket, and we ran on. So now that we're relaxed, I want to get comfy, Asimov by my side, and have a good look through. Does she have any library cards? You know, is she a voter? What am I finding out here?
Yeah, so you find all of the identification that you find in the wallet is of Mona Selin. All the pictures match. There's some cash in there. Her ID card again is from Microlex. Which Marcus would know. Microlex is a company whose offices, their facility is just outside of the Loop area, and they're one of the main suppliers to the Loop for microscopic electronics.
Okay. Maybe we should go to the Microlex.
Yeah,
Makes
definitely.
sense. And then we can find out what she does there. Did there. Was she Lena? Did Lena work there? I don't know.
Yeah.
Do y'all have a TV in the clubhouse?
I would say no.
No? Okay. Or a radio?
Yeah,
Radio,
whatever.
radio, probably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, at some point throughout the afternoon while you're in the clubhouse, you hear the news comes on the radio, and you're just like, it's just the news, you ignore it. But the headline story, of course, is the body that has been reported. And the DJ that's reading the news says, it's kind of explaining what's happened and mentions that they've had to call in a chief inspector from another part of the islands, Inspector Ing-Marie Blancog. And she will be in tomorrow. And but because there's this huge conference going on in Stockholm, most of the chief inspectors are all there. So she is the only one available. She will be here tomorrow to start the investigation.
What was the name? Ing Marie.
Ing Marie, and then the last name is Blankong, Blankang. Blankong.
Okay.
Blankong, maybe. I'm not good with these Swedish pronunciations.
No, I don't think any of us are, so it's fine.
My apologies to any Swedish fans that are listening that I'm butchering your language. My apologies.
Maybe we can talk to Ing Marie.
Maybe. I don't know. Adults tend to like just brush us off, but we did see the body, so she might be willing to talk to us.
Also, the likelihood of her knowing anything new, since she's just getting here tomorrow, is going to be slim to none. We probably know more than she does.
True, but if we make good and give her the information that that she wants from us, then maybe that'll get us in our good graces and she'll be willing to talk to us when she knows more.
Yeah.
It could also get us arrested for stealing evidence.
We don't tell her that part.
Does it say on the radio that there was a body found? Or is there anything like that?
Yeah, there's been a body reported found out in the creek. The same basic report that you heard this morning on the news in the teacher's lounge. But that now that an inspector has been assigned to come out. That the police have cordoned off the area and all that good jazz. So since you left, they've been there and kind of secured the area. You beat the police out there. Who knows who actually discovered the body and told the police? That part hasn't been reported.
Linda, why don't you take a second and give me a brief description of your story that you've got written so far. What do you think is going on?
Do I think?
Yeah.
I think that the real story is that we have a time-traveling maniac, child killer on the loose, who's masquerading as a dead body and who shot herself in the head with her future robot lasers. That's what I'm drafting. I'm not sure about what the adults are talking about.
The adults are either completely useless, which is my first opinion. The second is, if they knew about the dead body in the ravine, why didn't they remove it instead of leaving it there for a bunch of kids and teenagers to show up and rifle through its pockets? I feel like this must have been a different dead body.
There's a different body. Yeah.
Because it doesn't make sense for them to know this was here and then leave it there. Adults are kind of, absent-minded, but they're not that absent-minded.
Let's look through the file, the concertina file. Let's find out. Did she have pictures of our hideout? Does she know that we're here?
Yeah, she has pictures of your hideout from a distance.
Our hideout it's compromised. I'm gonna just start looking out the windows.
I can always just pick it up and move it.
Oh yeah, that's good. You should.
So, stay with me. This is going to sound a little crazy, but it's me, right? So that's pretty normal.
It's given, that's for sure.
Do you think that maybe Lena was trying to develop robot control device that would control all of the robots, and during those experiments she would accidentally control the adults and the birds and things like that? She was kind of trying to figure the right frequency or something, the right magic crystal thing to get it to work. And that's why she had to go back in time, because she had to get it from the dinosaurs, because they had already figured out the secret to robot mind control. And then when she brought it back into this time, Isaac didn't like the idea of being controlled by Lena, and he shot her with his laser eyes like Cyclops.
Maybe.
I mean, some of that is very plausible. Some of that is completely bonkers. I can understand the electronical aspect of it, trying to control people. First experimenting on the birds, and then using a wireless type for the adults, which then could easily be translated into controlling all the robots that are around in the area because of the loop. For going back in time, probably not to get that, but probably a rare mineral or resource that no longer here, that is back then. So,
Or testing out new science to see if it would control dinosaurs.
there's that too. I mean, that's pretty much putting another chip in somebody's head. Isaac wouldn't have cared if he was being controlled by her, due to the fact that he was built by her, and he was supposed to be taking her orders anyways. Well, until I got my hands into his
But
programming.
you reprogrammed him.
I was working on it.
Hmm.
Talking about complex programming. But that's one of the reasons why I think we should find Isaac. Maybe tomorrow we should split up. Liv, you and Linda go to the micro place to check that place out, and I'll take Parker and try to find Isaac.
Yeah, that makes some kind of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've got to be home before dinner because I don't want to be grounded again.
Yeah, we kind of pushed it last time, so it might be a good idea for us to head home now. To make things easier, I'll drop everybody off in the ship.
Yeah. Let's keep our nose clean for this one. We'll all have dinner. Make sure that you steal some more food because we might have to stay out late tomorrow night. Okay? Make sure and give an excuse. I'm gonna say I'm staying at your house tomorrow night.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say I'm staying at yours.
Yeah.
Parker, just tell your mother that you're getting tutored by me.
All night? Okay. Yeah, that'll work.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think you could have an all-night tutor.
Sure.
That would help you.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Liv, I'll meet you at the corner.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning, first thing. Obviously, we're not going to go to school. We'll go straight to the micro lec. And we'll try and chat to, I don't know, security. We'll try and figure that out.
Yeah.
And then, guys, later on this evening, tomorrow evening, we'll meet up. And we'll discuss. Make sure you take loads of notes, though. I need really good notes. I'm not going to be there.
Okay.
All right. Cool. You head home for the evening then. Each of you get to your respective homes just about dinner time, and as the good families of the 80s, or families are all sitting around the tables getting ready to eat together as a unit. And of course the news is on, as is pretty typical. The news is on, and there you see for the first time Inspector Ing Marie. She is talking to the press, and she has come down early. She's already in the area. They have secured the crime scene and removed the body from the creek area. They've got it secure, and they're asking for anyone with information to please come forward. Anyone who may have seen or heard anything. They really need the public's help on this one because it is an odd case. There could be
And are there any descriptors about the body?
Not a lot is being given out right now about the condition of the body, other than it was found. You know, it looks like they say it looks like it was a intentional attack. So, but there's no identification left on the body. There's no trace of who that person was. Like they're nobody. So they're gonna have to do fingerprints and dental exams, and they're going on in the press about all this. So if anybody has any information, and the picture of Lena's face pops up there without the hole in her head, it's an older picture, but you recognize it's the same person.
Oh.
So if anyone has any information about this individual, please come forward. We'll be at the police station all day tomorrow, taking information and starting our investigation.
I'm going to stay quite quiet and eat my carrot.
Yeah. What's for dinner? Carrots and meatloaf and peas.
Yeah, a bit of like roast beef, maybe some
Okay.
boiled potatoes. It always seems to be. I'd like to. Can I? If my mum's at the table or my dad, I'm just gonna say, Microlex. Do you know Microlex?
They look at you kind of oddly. Yeah, Microlex. They're one of our suppliers.
Yeah. What do they supply?
Very, very small electronics for some of our most important robotics projects.
Oh. Yeah. I'm writing about a business. Like a business plan for my business class, and so I might go there and try and interview someone, just to see if I can learn about business.
That's very smart of you. That's wonderful.
I think so.
Yeah, that's a
I think
great
so.
idea.
Yeah. Small robotics. Okay, that's interesting. Also, do you like cats?
Well, your mother's allergic to cats.
Yes. Yeah,
But
that's
we
fine.
love cats, but your mother's allergic. So we can't get a kitten.
I don't have one. It's fine.
We've
I don't have
talked
one.
about this.
I don't have one. That's okay. Microlex. I'm gonna go back to eating.
Your dad just kind of looks at you and just shakes his head. He's used to you being weird at times. So, cool. What's everyone else doing home scene here this evening?
Today is Parker's favorite night. It is TV dinner night. And Mom brought home Swanson's Hungry Man dinner with a Salisbury steak. It's got the mashed potatoes, the cherry cobbler, and the corn, and then a Salisbury steak.
Okay.
What's a Salisbury steak?
It is a ground meat patty that's cooked with brown gravy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And sometimes has
I could enjoy that.
mushroom gravy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Your parents talk about the normal things that they would talk about their day at work and kind of ignore you to eat your Hungry Man and go from there. So if there's anything in particular you wanted to do, you can do that pretty well uninterrupted. How about Liv? I saw Marcus was kind of just going to sleep it off.
Yep.
So I get home and it's frozen pizzas night, and Dad and Sandra are curled up on the couch watching TV, and they're watching that news broadcast, and I say, I kind of lean over the edge of the couch and I say, it's pretty scary. They found a dead body in the woods.
He's like, yeah, that's, your dad's like, that's really scary. That kind of thing doesn't happen around here often. What do you think?
I don't know. Do you think it was that scientist that went missing last year?
That would
Do
explain
you think
it.
do you think it's related to the escaped prisoner?
What escaped prisoner? I haven't heard anything about that. The prisoner escaped? Oh man, that could not be good.
I mean, Sandra should know these things. She works for the newspaper.
She just kind of looks at you. I'm the receptionist, honey. I just answer the phone. One day I'm gonna be a reporter, though. I just know it. They're gonna promote me. I just know it.
They're going to hire Linda before they promote you. Anyway, because Linda is a true journalist.
Your dad's like, Liv, that's not nice. Be nice. Now, be nice. We've talked about this.
So,
Why are you so interested in this?
because I mean, finding dead bodies is something that happens in metal albums.
You're not wrong. That does kind of happen. Yeah.
So it's kind of metal, and this place is all really boring most of the time. So maybe I don't know. It could be anything. It could be dragons.
That'd be pretty metal.
All right. Well, I have a field trip tomorrow, and then I'm gonna stay at Linda's house tomorrow night to spend the night.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
I need an extra lunch. I've been really hungry lately, so I need at least 2 lunches for my field trip.
Yeah, you're about to grow. That explains it. You're gonna be growing. Yep. All right. We'll make sure you have 2 lunches.
Awesome. Thanks, Dad. And I'll go in and make an effort to elbow Sandra out of the way while I give my dad a hug.
Yeah. She kind of pulls herself away, and yeah, she's just not happy with that. But it is what it is. Anybody else? Anything? No. So the night goes on uneventful then, and you wake up the next morning, and typical morning, you have two brown paper bag lunches. Liv, Marcus, you get whatever you need together to meet Parker. Linda, you're all prepped to go as well. Who wants to start?
I don't mind. We can.
All right, we'll start with the 2 ladies, Linda and Liv. You head towards school and then skip school again, or what's the plan?
Yeah. I'm not planning on going to school. I say, Liv, Microlex, it's a small robotics company.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I've been researching. Yeah, that's all I know. I don't know. Yeah. What have you found out? Nothing?
Not much.
Okay.
Use. My dad and Sandra didn't hear about the escaped prisoner, which I thought was weird. Sandra works for the newspaper.
Maybe she didn't go to work.
Figures. Oh, I got us 2 lunches today. Here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. I stole some meat but it's for the cat.
You're taking the cat with
Let's
you?
go. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In the backpack.
In the backpack,
Hello.
right on.
Got a little backpack.
Mm-hmm.
Cat's been quite what's the word? Yeah, passive,
Agreeable.
docile. Yeah.
Since you
I've
fed
been
it is in love with you.
Very lucky with a cat.
Yeah. All right. You make your way across town to Microlex. Microlex is it's a decently sized building. There's a large parking lot for the employees and visitors.
Liv, what should we say? should we say that we're looking for our mum or our auntie? Our auntie Mona? No.
Well,
No, they know that she's dead, right?
how about this? How about, you're a well-known journalist now, and you've gotten a lot of money for the columns that you've written. Maybe we say that we're on a school field trip to go over there and learn about the facility and the people that work there, so that you can write a piece to go in the newspaper.
Yeah. Because I told my parents I was coming here to do a business report, so I could say something like that. Did you see the news report yesterday? They showed a picture of Lena.
Yeah, I know. And they said that anybody that had information should come forward. So maybe we could go over there and ask, what they know. And you could say it's part of the piece you're writing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. We'll do this first. And then we'll go over and we'll meet Inspector Marie.
Yeah.
And then I'll show my school newspaper credentials, and she'll have to talk to me.
Yeah, she will. And also, if we are like, hey, we were just at Microlab and they said that the dead woman worked there, so I need more information. And then there's a logical link, and then we don't have to tell her that we actually saw the dead body.
That's good. But I want, is it a different dead body?
See, I don't know. We haven't figured that out yet.
Okay, we need to find out if there's twins called Mona and Lena. That's number one, and they both work at the Microlegs. Let's find out. Okay, I'm gonna march over purposefully. Just trying to walk in and see kind of how that goes.
Sure. As you're walking in,
Handheld lettuce.
Yeah, just as you're reaching for the door handle, the door swings open, and there is a fresh pressed police uniform on the other side of the door, and a blonde-haired woman steps out, and you recognize her from the news the night before. Inspector Marie is walking out of Microlex as you are getting ready to walk in. She kind of puts herself to the side, holds the door open for you, and goes, "Oh, sorry, children. Here, go right ahead." And doesn't think anything about you guys being there, and she gets in her car and drives away.
I'm going to take a note of the license plate, because I think that sounds like something that I should do. I'll say, Liv, she's already been here. We're on the right track. We got this. Look how good we are. We're as good as an inspector.
At least as good as an inspector. I mean, you're an award-winning investigative journalist.
So true. So true. Okay, what we're gonna do? We're gonna find out who she spoke to. I'm gonna go up to reception.
All right. And she, the receptionist, looks up at you. "Good morning. Can I help you?"
Good morning. Hello. My name is Linda, and this is my associate Liv. I'm imagining that I'm kind of like looking up. Liv and myself are writing a school report about Microlex.
"Oh, wonderful, wonderful."
That lady who's just left, who was she speaking to? She's familiar.
"Oh, that's the inspector, Marie. She was just here, had a few questions for our security team."
Security? Where are they?
"Well, why would you need to speak to them? I thought you said you were doing a report on the company. Wouldn't you like to speak to someone more in charge?"
The company has many facilities, and there are many departments that make up a company, and I would like to speak to someone from each department so that I can come back to the school newspaper and talk about how business is run. And I'll start with security.
"Make me a charm roll."
Okay.
And I'm back behind her, like, just looking very, very innocent. And I didn't even wear my rocker clothes. I did wear my leather jacket, but I look pretty normal.
2 successes.
2. Weird.
And I'm just like, it's true. Like, why would you not let us talk to security? It's clearly a key piece of all of this.
Security are important, and so is reception.
Yeah, and she
We want to talk to you too, obviously. And I got 2 additional.
Nice.
She says, "Have a seat, and I will. I'll see what I can do for you." And
Thank
she
you so
points to
much.
some
What?
seats in the waiting area.
Oh, okay. Bye.
What was your name?
That's what I was.
My name is Sarah.
Okay.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yes, thank you. And she picks up the phone, and you can kind of hear her talking to someone named Olaf. And,
Olaf.
she says, "There's some kids here from the school newspaper. They're doing a report. They just want to ask some questions. Do you mind?" Okay, yeah, I can do that. Okay, I'll call Sten. Thanks. And she hangs up, and then she dials right to another number. And she says, "Yes, Mr. Sten. Yes, there are some children here from the school. They are doing a story on Microlex for their school newspaper. And they have some questions. Ulf said they should clear them before he has anything to say to them." "Okay. You have a few minutes? Wonderful. I'll bring them back." And she hangs up the phone, and she says, "Okay, come with me." And she leads you down this hallway to a large set of glass doors that looks like a conference room. Kind of all the way down, you notice there are all these offices you walk by. It feels like this hallway goes on forever, but it eventually ends up at this conference room. She opens the door. She says, "Have a seat. Mr. Sten will be with you in just a moment."
Thank you. And who is Mr. Sten? Is he security who spoke to Inspector the woman?
Oh, he's the director of operations. He'll be with you here in just a moment.
Okay.
And you sit there 3 or 4 minutes, and eventually this older gentleman, there's a picture of him in a description. Here too old.
Liv, this is a big deal.
Nope.
He's a
It really
director.
is. That means that he should have lots of knowledge about what's going on.
What should we ask him?
Well, I think we start asking questions about the business, really boring, normal, like business questions, and then we'll say, "Hey, we heard about, this person who died. Isn't that scary?" And then see if he says
Okay.
anything.
That's good. That's good. And then we'll say we found them. No.
Well, they did show her picture on the news. I don't remember. Did they say her name in the news report?
No, they said they did not know who she was.
Okay.
Oh. But we know. Maybe I can say, I'll say, or you say, one of us says that we once had a talk by Mona. Mona Sellen. And we'll gauge his reaction. She came into the school to talk to us about science, about robots. That's what we'll say. And then we'll see what he says.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That's good, right? That's good.
Yeah, and then we can say that because she came into the school,
We recognized.
that's how we knew that we wanted to write about Microlex.
Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah. That's good. Okay. Yeah,
Awesome.
we can start. Okay.
But yet this older man comes walking towards the doors, and he is flanked on either side by a pair of twins. They look hefty, obviously the security guard type, and they walk in, open the doors for him. He walks in behind them. He says, "Olaf, Hadar, thank you. They're just kids. I'm sure I'll be fine. You can wait outside."
And they're identical twins?
They're identical twins, yes.
And I just kind of elbow Linda.
I'm elbowing her back. We've solved it. Hello, Mr. Sten.
Yes.
I am Linda, and this is my associate Liv, and we would like to talk to you for our school newspaper.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in today. Yes, I have a few minutes. I can answer some questions for you. Yes. What brings you to Microlex? What's your interest?
Well, it's interesting actually. First of all, are those people that came in with you? Are they twins?
Oh yes, Olaf and Hadar. They're brothers. They're twin brothers. Yes. Interesting.
Wow, That is very interesting. Could we start by asking you, please, Mr. Sten, what Microlex does?
Oh, wow, straight to it. Yeah, absolutely. Sure thing. I like your style, kid. You don't waste time on anything. Microlex is a company that specializes in microscopic robotics.
Tiny ones.
Very tiny, yeah, so small you can't see them with the bare eye. They have a plethora of applications throughout the robotics field, through medical, pharmaceutical, manufacturing, you name it, there's an application for micro robotics. So that's our specialty.
That's really fascinating, Mr. Sten. Thank you so much. And I'll be writing loads of notes that are just like not really notes. Mr. Sten, we had a talk in our school from a Mona Selin, and that's what made us really interested in learning more about Microlex. And maybe we thought that when we grow up, we could also work there.
And at the sound of Mona, you see his shoulders kind of go down, and his mood changes a bit. He says, "Yes, quite a shame. Quite a shame."
Is Mona working here today?
We'd like to talk to her if we can.
Because she was so good.
I guess you kids haven't heard. Perhaps you haven't heard the news. Mona's body was discovered in the woods yesterday afternoon.
Oh, was she? She was the person discovered.
Oh, it was her?
That's sad. I really liked her.
It's very sad. She was one of the brightest scientists we'd ever had work here at Microlex. I don't know why she spent her time here when she could easily get a job in the loop. It's just odd that she found her way
and
here.
She had a twin as well, didn't she, Mr. Sten?
No, not that I'm aware of.
No?
No, she didn't have any family. She was an only child, from what I was told.
Huh.
Oh, maybe I just misheard.
And about that time, you hear outside the knock on the glass doors, and Olaf or Hadar, you're not sure which is which, motions, and Mr. Sten says, "Excuse me, just a moment." And
we have a lot more questions for you.
He steps out, and the door closes. You can kind of hear it. It's very loud through the glass door. "What? No, that can't be. No, we did a thorough background check. There is no way. That's just not possible. Olaf, Hadar, this is your responsibility. You better find out what happened. You find out how she faked us out. There's no way that was Lena."
It was actually Lena.
And yeah, you kind of hear him. He's angry. And the last thing you hear him say is, "No one needs to learn of this. It'll be nothing but bad press for us if it gets out." And at that, he kind of straightens his jacket and ties. Says, "Excuse me, we will have to continue this at another time. I've just been called away. There's been an urgent matter down in production. I'm gonna have to go. I apologize.
Can we go with you and look around?
You'll have to make an appointment with the secretary for a tour if you don't mind. But I have to go. My security's calling me away. I apologize. But good luck on your story."
Thank you, Mr. Sten. We'll be back. We'll be back later today.
Yeah, with that, we'll pause with you guys and we'll jump over to Marcus and Parker. Marcus and Parker hooked up in the morning, heading out to do your investigation, hunting for Isaac, correct?
Correct. So, Parker, since we don't really know exactly where he's at, I may have put a tracker on him. So let's just see and pray that it works.
Okay.
So I take out the little pocket tracker that I made and kind of fiddle with it to get to the right frequency that I pretty sure was the frequency I put into Isaac. and see if it comes up with anything.
All right, so make that roll for your, what is that called? Tinker? Yeah.
All right.
Or no, that would probably be a program. Manipulate computer programs and electronic devices. Tinker is building. Programming is using. Calculate is knowledge of. So yeah, program.
Got 3.
3 successes. Yeah, you pick up a weak signal.
All right, Parker, it looks like he's this way.
Are we going to walk or are we going to take the ship? The clubhouse.
Which would you prefer?
It's pretty muddy out, and Mom really yelled at me for coming home with muddy sneakers last time.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You live in an apartment. It's one of the glorious things about being on a farm. Nobody cares. But, yeah, we'll take the magnetrine.
All right. Over to the clubhouse. Your whole way there, again, Marcus, you have this feeling that somebody's watching you. And, like, you'll turn around and there's nobody there. Or there's, like, you think you see somebody and then you'll go check it out and then nothing, right? So something's got your spidey sense a tingling. You get to the clubhouse and you start following the tracker, and it leads out into the woods. You find a place to set it down and start homing in on the signal that you know has got to be coming from Isaac. And eventually,
Pretty sure it's Isaac.
Yeah, eventually you come up on a pile of like scrap metal.
Could
And-
Isaac be under that scrap?
Yeah, you want to?
Parker, we got to go down there and actually take a look, because that's. I never put a tracker in there, so we got to go digging around. Parker.
Yeah, yes, obviously, that's what we should do. Dude, Isaac's right there. We need to check out to see if that's Isaac or what's going on. Yes, let's go.
All right.
To the
so
scrap metal.
down in the scrap metal, and you start digging around. Make me an investigate. See what you find.
1.
1 for you.
You on it? I got 1.
You both got 1. Yeah, inside the head of an old robot, you see the little light blinking from the tracker. And you see something that looks like it's stuck to it, maybe. You pull it out, and there's a note on the tracker. It says, "We're watching you. We found it. Stop, or you will all die. We have Isaac."
They got Isaac.
And they're keeping surveillance on us.
It's a typed out message, like from a computer printer.
Not cut out from little different pieces of different fonts from magazines and all pasted together.
No, this is like a dot matrix print out paper.
All right. There's no way to track this type of thing, because there's so many of those printers around here as is. What are you thinking, Parker?
Well, I'm wondering where they would keep Isaac. You know, they got to keep him somewhere. Where are their hideout? What's their hideout? We know where ours is. It's right over here. But where's their hideout? That's what we should find out. Should we head back to Lena's with the portal and all and check back there to see if we can find out any more of a direction of where they might have absconded Isaac from? Maybe we could see the scuffle and such. I mean, Isaac's a pretty big robot. Presumably he's pretty heavy, and you would need some way to transport him. You couldn't just pick him up and run away with him.
Good idea. We can go there. Autopilot should work on that because I actually want to start working on something that could potentially protect us if need be.
Oh, that's good. You made me that robot that protected me and this stupid light.
I'm thinking something that's going to disrupt electronics. It's called an EMP.
Would it turn off this light?
Yes, it would.
Good. Yeah, let's work on that. Can I help?
No.
I got a screwdriver, and I pull out my Swiss Army knife and flip out the screwdriver on the Swiss Army knife. And a pair of tweezers, and I pull out the tweezers and show them the little tweezers.
I got plenty of tools inside the ship.
Okay, I'll help.
You can help by watching out the window.
Okay.
You'll be the lookout. How about that?
Okay. Sounds good. And I become like that lamprey that gets stuck to you, and everywhere you move, I'm like right there in your way.
Yeah, and as you guys get back, you kind of had this whole exchange on your way back through the woods to the ship. Get back to where you parked it, and it's not there. There's a bicycle.
Marcus, what did you do? What did you do, Marcus?
I didn't do anything.
Well, then where's the ship, Marcus? Where is our hideout?
Somebody took our ship. They took my ship.
I thought we had security. Didn't you have security on the? Didn't you lock the door? Roll up the windows?
Yeah, you see there's a girl's 10-speed bicycle laying on the ground right where the door to the ship was. It's got little pink and silver streamers off the handlebars.
What the hell?
You recognize
I'm going to go over and check it out.
Yeah, once you get up on it, you recognize the bike. This is the bike that Mahjong was riding away one of the times that you saw her. Back way earlier. Remember the first time you encountered her, she was on a bicycle?
He took our ship.
Well, we got a bike now.
Put a lot of work into that ship. Getting it up and flying, connecting it up to the rest of the clubhouse, making sure everybody has what they need.
And I reach into my newspaper delivery bag, which is what I'm using as a backpack. And inside it, for this trip, I had made an entire loaf worth of Wonder Bread Fluffernutters. And I take out one of the Fluffernutter sandwiches and I hand it over to Marcus and go, "Here, this'll help." And I take one out myself, and it's like an inch and a half thick layer of marshmallow fluff with this absolutely minuscule thin layer of peanut butter on the other slice of really squishy Wonder Bread, and the fluff has just started oozing out over the sides of the sandwich, and everything is just a gooey mess.
Nice. All right, what does Marcus and Parker do after this ship has been stolen kind of moment?
I grab the sandwich from Parker. I sit down on a rock and just go.
Well, you have a tracker on the Magnetrine ship, don't you? On the clubhouse.
I do. And I do know exactly what frequency that is. As I take the tracker back out.
Marshmallow fluff now covers the tracker.
Yeah. And yeah, you see the signal beeping across the map away from you. It's definitely in movement, in motion. Do you pursue on the bike or on
I
foot?
want my shit back.
Yes, we pursue on the bike.
All right. You it's moving a little faster than you are, so you're gonna have to either wait for it to stop or try to predict where it would go and find a route there. But it's flying erratically. It's not flying in a straight line. It's kind of just all over the place. So
You're taking it out for a joyride.
yeah, seems that way. At one point, you ride past the police station, and there's media, news outlets all set up. It looks like they're doing a press conference out there. It's about mid-morning. I'm keeping an eye on the time because I know that we have a time limit today, so I'm trying to keep an eye on the time. I think this is a pretty good place to put a pin in it, because we're at the pause of the mystery. But we have some business to take care of with our chat folks. We have some dice to give away. Last call for the dice giveaway. Enter exclamation point giveaway to enter the giveaway. Yeah, Liv and Linda leave for one morning and the ship's gone. Absolutely, that's correct. If you're just tuning in,
True.
we're doing dice giveaway. We're gonna do this the old school way. I've only seen one other person put in besides the cast here. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the one person is 6. So that would be a D6. I have them
Fitting for this game.
Perfect.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, of course, if I win, we'll donate them out on the to the pool. So we've got Linda, Liv, Marcus, Parker, BP, and UAC. So 1, 2, 3. So I'm gonna put this over on the camera so everybody can see. This will be a totally legit roll thing. Swap cameras.
This is a good use of dice.
Absolutely.
Dice for dice.
All right. In our Richard Brooks woodworking dice tray, we have a single D6. And here is the name list of everybody right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Linda, Liz, Marcus, Parker, BP, and UAC. Let's see. Here we go. Here's the roll in the dice tray. It's going to be a 4. That looks like Parker. Parker, you have won the dice gift certificate that you donated to the channel. So
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use that as a reroll.
a reroll.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Does that mean we have to take Parker out?
Why are you re-rolling it?
He doesn't want to win his own dice, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
A 4 again, but this time we took Parker out, so we'll skip that one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's BP, the British Pac-Man.
BP.
Yeah, BP, congratulations.
Congrats.
BP.
Well done, BP.
Yay! Congratulations, BP.
I know BP. It's
Winner.
British Pac-Man.
Yes. Hit me up in the Discord or on a DM from Discord, and I will connect you with your gift certificate code for Kraken Dice. Congratulations. We have lots of different, I have to figure out which denomination we have available, but we will definitely get you some dice. I think we have, I think the latest one was a $25 gift card to Kraken Dice. So that's the one we'll
Nice.
get over to you today. Shoot me a DM in the Discord and we'll get you that over to you ASAP. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Thanks, BP, for your participation in our giveaway. And also thanks to our cast today. A wonderful job, as always, to the four of you. It's a joy to play with you. Don't forget to join the Patreon. Down in the description is the link to the Patreon. Help us grow, help support this channel, and to bring you more and more good, fun stuff. Don't forget, next week we're back with Horde of the Dragon Queen. Just 2 more episodes of that. And then we start off Welcome Home Season 3, the final season of Welcome Home, perhaps, maybe, possibly. It's a 15-story season arc, so it's going to be a really, really fun time. And if you want to play games or host games in the United Adventure Company, feel free to jump in our Discord. We have a Looking for Games, Looking for Players channel where you can find all the different games you want to play, from Call of Cthulhu to Dungeons & Dragons and even Tales from the Loop. So make sure that you're in the Discord. Thanks to our Patreon supporters, Nathan, Aaron, and Lord Thorin. We're still looking for that Uncle Rockefeller so that Jesse has someone to sit on his lap. And so join us in the Patreon, and join us here for all the stuff. Hit the like button and subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell to get notified every time we go live. Until next time, folks, we're the United Adventure Company. This is Tales from the Loop, and you are our favorite fans ever. Until next time, stay out of our loop. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
I